Welcome to the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Saturday, June 27th. This is Gina McGuire. Not much has changed in our thinking across the Great Basin, with record heat expected through early next week, and today we should start to see a little bit more instability and moisture to allow isolated thunderstorms to develop along the Sierra front. Yesterday we had a little too much cloud cover and prevented those thunderstorms from forming. However, today we should start to see increasing instability for increasing possibility of lightning strikes. These thunderstorms would be on the drier side initially, producing gusty outflow winds. As we move into later in the weekend and early next week, this chance of thunderstorms expands further north and east, and again thunderstorms will be on the dry side initially over parts of northern Nevada and western and central Idaho, and we'll be seeing increasing moisture as we move towards early next week. However, storms will still be relatively fast moving into Monday, and therefore new fire starts and these fires becoming large fires is still a threat. As we move into the Tuesday timeframe, drier air moves into the central Idaho mountains, therefore we may see the increasing possibility of holdovers. Yesterday we only saw a few isolated lightning strikes over parts of northeast Utah, the central Idaho mountains, and Nevada into California. Yesterday we did not have any new large fires reported, with just a few small fires over southern Nevada and over parts of Utah. Therefore, the main fires of concern in the Great Basin is still the Highway 52 fire up over the Boise district, which was last reported over 10,000 acres, the Washington fire along the Sierra front, and the Mount Emma fire in the Arizona Strip. The water vapor satellite image from Saturday morning shows strengthening high pressure across the Great Basin, keeping those record-breaking temperatures in place. Also, we'll be watching the area of low pressure off the coast as this moves north and into the Pacific Northwest and parts of Idaho. In the next couple of days, we'll see increasing lightning coverage over western and northern areas of the Great Basin. However, today the main lightning will be over California and into Oregon, but we will see isolated, drier thunderstorms over the central Idaho mountains and parts of the Sierra front. And also hot temperatures continue. These temperatures will move above 100 degrees in many areas, with again that best chance of lightning over parts of California and Oregon, but we will see isolated thunderstorms in Nevada and parts of Idaho. As we move through Sunday and Monday, again the high strengthens, with lightning moving further north and east across the Great Basin. Temperatures remain above 100 degrees in many areas and still record-breaking. We will also see those isolated thunderstorms over parts of Nevada, with increasing coverage of thunderstorms over parts of Utah. However, again, in these areas the fuels aren't completely cured, so still our focus is central and southwest Idaho and the Sierra front into far northern Nevada. On Monday, the ridge starts to move a little bit further east, allowing that moisture again to increase. Therefore, we'll likely see wetter type thunderstorms. However, storm motion over northern Nevada and southwest and central Idaho will still be fairly quick, therefore this will mitigate the amounts of rainfall in those areas. Temperatures will start to cool over parts of the Sierra front in Idaho as this area of high pressure starts to shift to the east, but will still remain well above normal. As we move into Tuesday next week, the ridge of high pressure starts to flatten out and move east, with decreasing temperatures across the Great Basin, but they'll still remain well above normal. The moisture is now pushed out of the central Idaho mountains on Tuesday, therefore we'll be watching those areas for the increasing possibility of holdovers due to that drier air moving in. Otherwise, across the Great Basin, thunderstorms will continue through all of next week. However, thunderstorms will be producing some moisture. By the end of the week, thunderstorms may return to parts of Idaho and western Wyoming. Now looking at the amount of forecast precipitation through the early part of next week, precipitation will be on the lighter side with increasing chances for rainfall, with the thunderstorms possibly in the Sierra as we move into early next week. Looking at fuel conditions, ERCs continue to rapidly rise, and now over parts of the central Idaho mountains, ERCs have increased to above the maximum over the last 10 years. Looking at live fuel moisture, sagebrush fuel moisture is now decreasing more rapidly to near or below normal in many areas, with still well below normal fuel moisture in the larger fuels in the timber and pinyon juniper. If we look at the longer range outlook, through the second week of July, we're still going to see the above normal temperatures, however increasing possibilities of precipitation, possibly associated with the monsoon moisture and thunderstorms, especially over eastern Nevada into Utah. That concludes this briefing for today. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us. Thank you for listening.